So you have respect for the first responders.
I do. I do. Not over the top, like, not cops.
not cops.
Not cops. I think cops get filleted way too much already. It's. Yeah. Am I using filleted wrong? What is the one that Ramsey did?
Ramsey?
Fillet.
No, flay.
Flay. Yes. Yeah. That's not what I'm saying. All right. I have it right. I was afraid I had it all wrong. But, yeah, I just look, of course there's good cops, but there's so many bad ones or ones that let the bad ones be bad ones. I'm just mad at cops right now. I see the shield and I think it's shameful.
I do not care for cops either. Yeah.
Right.
I don't know if I agree, like, they're getting their tires pumped a lot because, like, I think just as much, like, overwhelmingly negative stuff about them as I do positive. Like, there's no one who's like, cops, take them or leave them. Like, it's just, it's people are like, they're murderers, or it's like, they're heroes, they're soldiers, they're the bravest men alive.
But, when you interact with a cop, it's like, oh, I'm so sorry, officer. I apologize for my speed. Is there any way you could give me a warning just this one time? God, you look good today. And your shoes are so shiny. Like, that's the fucking filleting that cops are expecting when they pull you over, and it's what I give them. It's I'll kiss a cop's ass for sure, and I'm an effort to get out of a ticket, but they don't deserve. I hate it. They don't deserve it. They're not helping people very often.
No, very often it seems like almost the opposite. Where it's like, you're getting off on this, you dick. Like,
yeah.
Which I imagine, like, because there are good police officers out there. There are. Like, I imagine a lot of them, because, like, you can see across the country, like, how much cops are dropping off as a profession. Because a lot of people are just like, do you see, like, I think it was Chicago, like, new hires for the Chicago City PD, like, over from, like, 19, 20, 21, 20, whatever it is. And it's like dropped by like 90%. It's gone from like the hundreds to like, how many new people have applied in 2022? It's like, 41. It's like, really? 41 in Chicago, the third biggest city in the country. 41 people.
Must be easy to be a cop right now.
Yeah, or not easy, because if everybody's quitting, it'd be less cops.
You think they'll take me?
Wait, wouldn't that be job openings?
Oh, I thought you meant like it'd be easier to be like. It'd be
easy
because like you'd have to be
would have been better phrasing.
It'd be like you'd have to pick up other people's work. Like
someone
if you join a company,
Smitty about these Chicago opportunities. He could go from crab cop to cop.
I wouldn't want to be a cop in Chicago. Fuck that. I wouldn't want to be a cop at all. Like I would be so easily like manipulated by people. They'd be like, "Please don't give me a ticket. I'm on the way to work in this," and I'm like, "God, you're right. That's reasonable. Have a great rest of your day."
Officer, look, here's my wife. I just need 20 more bucks. And then 17 after that.
It's like, all right, I'm going to level with you, sir. I'm on my dash cam right now. You critique these next 5 voices I do for you. And guess what? Somebody's driving home with a couple of laughs and no tickets. So it's like, okay, just hold people hostage while I do bad jokes.
How long does it take to become a cop? Like 6 weeks, right?
Full weekend, man.
How long is the police academy? Let's look.
Like if you want to like if you just decided on a whim to how long?
16 according to the internet.
Oh, that is pretty long.
Well,
I mean, it's not good enough to be well, see, I was just thinking it would be like what if you just did it on a whim? What if you just thought it'd be funny to become a cop for a little while as a bit? like 4 months isn't even that bad. Like if you think about it that way, like Taylor, if you got to like show up as a cop and be like, look, they just gave me a gun and a badge. like I didn't even try.
If you were a cop, Kyle,
that would be hilarious.
Do you have anyone in like your backstory that you'd target?
If I were a cop,
right? Like it. Yeah, I'm like, if I was a cop, who would I give tickets to? Like at first, I thought my friends because it's so funny, but that's not actually funny at all.
Well, I mean, you're making
it's actually mean.
Are you gonna? I mean, if I just became a cop, I'd have my own little jurisdiction. You'd have to make me some sort of like federal agent to be able to go around and you don't have people I don't like.
See, he is felon cop. In this case,
who would know how to fight crime better?
than a criminal.
No, I would. I literally thought about that the other day. That if I weren't, I hope I'm not breaking up. I'm not, am I?
You're good. You're good.
No, you're working.
I thought about that the other day. That like if I weren't a felon, like a funny long-term bit that I didn't tell anybody about would be to become a cop as a gag. Like I really do think that would be fucking hilarious. Like just to show how like low effort it is to become one. How like like do it as a side hustle.
Yeah, I'll make that my Twitch goal. I'll start streaming again and be like, all right, get this many subs, and I'll go submit an application to the local PD.
How about this? If they pay for do you have to pay for the police academy to enter, or how does that work?
I can't imagine so. I feel like that would be that's like
pyramid
you get paid. I think you are hired as a cop, and then they send you to this training on the payroll.
Here's another question I have.
If you join a police department and they make you buy your own uniform and gun, you're in a pyramid scheme.
So then there's the idea of just being deputized, right? Because I believe that I think a sheriff can just say you're a deputy and swear you in like the fucking Wild West, and it's legit, right? I mean, there is some paperwork.
You can arrest people?
Don't get me wrong.
I have no idea. And I don't know what deputy's powers either.
I think you can just be like, you know how the queen like knights you with a sword? It's no more absurd than that. They just make you a deputy.
I had an American Airlines pilot give me wings when I visited the cockpit as a child. That didn't make me a pilot though. Like he can hand those wings out to anyone.
Yeah.
Kyle, marinating on that bit of information.
Have you ever attempted to walk into the cockpit while wearing them?
God damn it, Kyle. All right, he's back. He's back now. Maybe. I saw his lips. I saw his lips go, "Am I back?" And then nothing came out. And then I heard you say, "Where were we?" And now it's coming in.
I think Kyle's right. I'm reading this. Sheriffs have power to deputize people, just like forming a posse in the old days. While deputized, the deputy had all the powers and protections of the sheriff, including the ability to use deadly force to capture a felon.
This is the way in.
I just need to know a sheriff who could deputize me.
I got one better.
I could kill felons.
So
we got a lot of listeners.
So there was
we probably got.
Oh, are we hushing for this, Kyle? Yes. Is this what you hushed me for? So that we could hear your intermittent voice every once in a while? Did you hush me?
I got a crossbow
for your Walmart story on your Walmart internet connection.
It is unacceptable.
I like it. We need to go Xbox days and insult him as if it's his fault his internet connection is so bad.
I like how every once in a while I could just see the frozen Kyle go to dejected frozen Kyle.
Yes,
head down.
Yeah. He's like, tell his story, and then
you're not back. We're only hearing 1 out of every 10 syllables, if that.
It's funny though. It's his audio frame rate matches his video frame rate. Dejected Kyle.
Kyle, this is a bad episode for this. I need to get up every so often. I'm so hot. It's so hot in here. I was banking on Kyle being around for the last hour so I could go downstairs every so often and get reacclimated to a human temperature.
So wait, you have downstairs air conditioning?
No, it's so much cooler downstairs because it's my downstairs. Heat rising.
Well, is your window open?
No. Well, earlier someone was mowing their lawn out there, and I didn't want to open while people were doing that. I probably could now. Then I just replace the heat problem with heat and pollen. Probably because it's still fucking hot out.
Did you try the Zyrtec? Remember when we suggested?
I did, and I keep forgetting to do it daily. But the days I remember, it's much more pleasant.
It's like a cumulative sort of. I don't want to call it an SSRI. It's totally different, but it's like that in that you want to have it in your system every day.
Mm-hmm.
I hate this is his new name.
Are you okay, Kyle?
What are we talking about? I thought it was interesting.
I don't know what you were talking about.
I think the story started with hush. and then you were gone.
Oh, we were talking about becoming a police officer as a gag.
Yeah.
I can easily defeat Kyle in a debate when he can't.
Oh, yeah. I was literally looking into this one time. This has been years and years ago. but there was some other way to get deputized. You would become like some sort of a New Mexico, like, I don't know, like land officer or something like that. But it came along with the same basic privileges as a deputy, the way the law was written, and you got a badge and a gun. And some people wanted to come to an arrangement.
Like Matt's friend.
Yeah, like Matt's friend. So that's definitely a thing that I think you could I think if you had enough like sway, that you could definitely make that happen. Isn't that what Steven Seagal did in some way or another when he became Steven Seagal lawman?
Oh,
yeah.
You're right about Seagal. I'm right about Shaquille O'Neal, and there's another one. I might be thinking of Seagal.
I didn't know Shaq was a cop.
Yeah.
Or an honorary cop.
Yeah. Shaq's
There's a UFC fighter.
A really cool guy.